Hi.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome back.
Yeah, it's nice to be back. Thanks for having me again. Appreciate it. It's been a while, huh?
I know it's been forever, but also it feels like not that long ago. My concept of time right now is just it's a mess. But you're not a guest anymore. You're just graduated to co-host, so you get sweatshirt Moxie. So we're cozy now.
Right. That's cool because this t-shirt's about 5 years old, so I haven't exactly tried very hard either. But the hat is new though. It's a new hat. It's got my logo on it, so that's cool.
Very nice. Where is your merch store? Is there a link on your YouTube homepage?
Yeah, there's a Teespring store. I haven't done enough work on it really. There's a few basic things on there, but I want to add so many more things because channel lore is sort of picking up. There's lots of in jokes in my audience now because it's the same sort of 50 people that watch all the time. So it's just becoming like we're all just pals. So I'm going to put all this stuff on t-shirts and get it out there one day when I actually have, time. Not something I have a lot of anymore.
Yeah. So before I ask you about why you don't have enough time anymore or a whole lot of it, Words of Paradise gifting 5 Moxie memberships. Thank you so much, sir. I don't know what's going to happen.
All right. Yeah. The random clips. I remember that. That was good.
Oh, yeah. Random. What was your so random here? Lord Comet Bertuzzi's. Hi, Moxie. Your fave comet is here. Well, thank you, sir. I kind of missed the ferret, but that works too.
Oh my God, I love this.
I'm not a weeb enough to know the character. I'm sorry. Trying to do better.
I can't see it clearly enough. Who is that? I don't know. Is that from JoJo or something? Maybe? I don't know. I never watched that.
Plastic Man is a DC.
Oh.
It looks like
it looked proper.
Thank
like
you, Leon.
To me from a distance. The small picture, it looked like it was out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something else that I haven't watched. So
you could have told me that I would have believed you, and we would have gone about our day being totally ignorant and plastic.
Now we've been embarrassed, but oh well.
Thank you. Shame. But welcome everybody. I'd love to say hi to every one of you, but there's a whole bunch of you right now, so we're going to jump on in because I don't have this man for too much of his time because he is so short on it as of late. But JR, member for 5 months. Hail, Chuds. Hail to you.
Hey, blood for the Chud God. You got to love it. Yes. That's another one of my little catchphrases.
Blood for the Chud God.
Yeah, it's like a Warhammer reference, but I changed it, obviously, because Chud, because we get called all these names all the time anyway, right? So like Grifter, Chud, I just took it on. That's why my membership's called the Griff Force. And we have like various levels, Reactionaire, Rage Beta, Giga Chud, go for it.
The words have lost all meaning, right? So embrace them and repurpose them, like a lot of people on the left tend to do with words that they don't seem to understand the meaning of, like fascist or the Yahtzee word, all those things. I've seen a lot of that lately.
To an extreme extent now, it seems. Tragic.
Yeah, but in brighter news, before we delve into the cesspool that is the world and what's going on in it lately, you did have some wonderful news. You became a father again.
Yeah, 2-time champ. That's me. Yeah,
Congratulations.
It was quite. It got in the way. Obviously, I was going to be on your show in June, and we were sort of umming and ahhing about the date, 30th of June, I think it was, and I was sort of trying to commit, but like also being very aware that was near enough the time when I suspected she would be born, and then she was born literally that day. So.
You were so cute about it too. You're like, I'll keep you posted if this. I'm like, how about we pause? It's okay. Just get settled in with the new one and make sure everyone's doing well before we do this silly thing all over again. Grand scheme of things. I'd love to have you here, but you took some time for your growing family, and it's beautiful.
And it got
sides.
No. Switch side. No, because I'm facing the wrong way. We'd be facing away from each other, and that would be all wrong. The feng shui is fine. I like it.
Yes. Thank you. You beat me to it.
There we go. But yeah, no, it got quite complicated quite quickly because unfortunately she was my youngest was diagnosed with neonatal pneumonia.
Oh, no.
Almost exactly. So immediately she was in the NICU, which is about the worst news you can possibly receive. Like, where's my daughter? Oh, she's in the NICU. Why? Okay. The other problem was I'm not particularly good at like acting on things that I know I should have got round to. So the plan was, okay, we'll have the baby, we'll let the dust settle, and then we'll finally get that health insurance we've been talking about.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, didn't have health insurance, so I had to pay out of pocket for 2 weeks in the most expensive hospital.
I was going to ask, in the country that you're currently in, which country are you? What side of the planet are you on? This is tomorrow for you.
Yeah, I'm on. It's Tuesday morning for me. It's coming up for 12 in the noon. Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, when my wife got pregnant the first time, we moved back from where we were living in the sort of provincial area to be closer to a good hospital, and that was great. But it's also the most expensive hospital, like in the country, and I don't particularly trust them either. It's also the same hospital where my mother passed away, and that cost me like 10 grand. And this cost me another 10 grand. So my savings are like gone now. But I have 2 kids.
Savings. So. And they're gone. Yeah.
And they're gone. Exactly. Yes.
Lord comment for 2. No more Nerd Wars, right? AB just celebrated episode 200. Yeah. No dueling nerdism tonight on this show. I'm not that invested into those things.
And a friendly reminder, f*** you, Leon.
Yes, appropriate. I was on a Gooch's show last night, and there were some very passionate people on panel about anime, and it was a whole thing.
Yeah, people get really crazy about anime. Like I used to watch anime a lot when I was a teenager and in my 20s and stuff like that. And then again, it's the sort of thing that I just didn't have time for. The more I ended up just having whatever's on TV, I'll just watch it. So you end up watching like Western shows instead. So I'm really behind on anime. Like the last anime that's newish that I watched was Attack on Titan. That ended a few years ago now. So
yeah.
I
am not the button pusher here, people. Don't come at me. Angry Badger, speaking of one of the panelists on the stream last night, give you 5 memberships. Thank you so much. You didn't have to, but you did. It means the world. The world.
Help me, ooby doop noobie. Ooby doop, ooby doop, ooby doopy doobie.
Wait, scan back.
What do you see? Oh dear.
All right.
You've not seen any or heard of any of the Steve Odekirk movies, the Thumb Wars? That was Thumb Wars, obviously.
No, I haven't seen that.
That Thumb.
As far as Odenkirks go, I'm only aware of Bill and Bob. You know, the guy who played Saul Goodman and one of the guys who wrote for The Simpsons and Futurama.
Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Oh God, yeah. I didn't know. Is that them? Is that him? I didn't know that was them. I've seen that long time ago. Yeah, that was brilliant. But we're talking about 15 years ago that I watched that. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it's brilliant. Where they took all those footage from various movies and cut him into it.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Classic.
Steve Odekirk, spelled differently than the other ones, I believe. But yeah. He did a whole slew of Thumb movies, and
really,
I was not on board at first, but after the third watch.
Watch. Yeah, I really had to try. Really commit to it.
But good stuff. Jimmy Neutron as well. Oh, the things you
him?
learn.
Man, there you go. There's a whole pantheon of knowledge I don't have, apparently.
It's an educational program.
Right. I mean, most of the references I can do are from Britain anyway. So my references are things like Red Dwarf and Blackadder and various sketch comedy shows. So it happened. We end up with quite a cultural exchange. Little Britain, I saw, yeah. Although I was kind of past the sketch show thing by that point, but we all heard the catchphrases. The only gay in the village and all that.
The only gay in the village. Yes. Yeah. So we are a little late to the what's popular in the UK like, because I would watch the BBC network on cable, and that's how I found Absolutely Fabulous and the other. And then it was just like, I don't know, they would randomly pop up on other channels, but by that point they had been out for years and years. So,
Oh yeah,
late bloomers, but I appreciate them nonetheless.
yeah. I mean, there's some real classic British comedy that people in America have never heard of. There's a lot of people who've never seen Red Dwarf, for example. But the reason it's on my mind is for the last few months now, me and my panelists for the show that we do, WTF Live, which is Problematic White Guy and Eris Rhoda, we've been reviewing Red Dwarf because we were doing Doctor Who, of course, but then Doctor Who got cancelled. Yay! So we're glad to see the back of that piece of crap. And and
is it officially done?
No, it is. Everybody knows it's cancelled. Everybody knows it's not coming back. And if it does, it will be years from now. But they will not admit it. And they keep releasing all these like little copy articles to say, oh, it's not dead yet. It's not dead. Disney has until this time to announce whether they're going to give us another 100 million to piss up the wall on our agendas, you know. And Disney doesn't seem interested at all. And fair enough, you know. They wasted 100 million there for the lowest ratings the show ever got. But when we got when we got finally shot of Doctor Who back in, I think, June, I'd been kind of promising for months that one day we would review Red Dwarf because it's actually good, you know, and makes us laugh our heads off. So we have been doing that, like 1 or 2 or sometimes 3 episodes at a time. And just cracking up. We got access to the full scripts as well. So we just read the entire script, go through it, and just laugh for hours and hours. That's our Sunday show. People love it. It's a glorious bit of TV. It's really crazy.
The script reading, I've done a few of them on just like random Sundays. I used to do the plan was to have a Star Trek TNG introspective on whatever episode. It was Tiny But Fierce and myself. And decided to one day because found the scripts online. It's like, let's do a reading and get more people in on it. It turned into one of the funnest, like silliest things ever. So
I mean, I wish we could do it. I wish we could do it properly with like the voices and everything. But the problem is, basically all the voices would have to be done by me because I seem to have that ability to mimic accents.
Imagine that.
I think Rhoda can do it a bit too, but the other 2 guys that are frequently there are Helzo Disgust Thing, who's Bulgarian, and John, who's American. And I wouldn't exactly rely on them for doing the accents correctly. So even though one of them is supposed to be an American accent, but it's done by a Brit, so it doesn't sound authentic at all.
A little uncanniness to it, like something's not quite right there.
Yeah, it's like, sir, I must talk to you about this thing here, sir. It just doesn't sound really American at all.
Okay, I have to ask you something because I saw it. A British person was saying that this was a thing that he didn't know about Americans, and that when we wash our dishes, we rinse them and then put them in the strainer or on a towel to dry. And in the UK, they don't rinse them after washing with the soap. Is that real?
Yeah, that's pretty real. Yeah, I mean, we'll run a tub full of hot water with liquid in it or whatever, and then wash, wipe,
bubble and everything, scrub, and they just
we don't rinse them, just let the stuff drain off. I do now because here in the Philippines it's a bit different, and to be honest, I barely ever do the dishes here now because I'm always working. Yeah, my niece does them mostly. Actually, we let her move in with us as well because her life in the province was pretty boring, and she was the only girl in a family with 11 boys. So I was like, okay, you know what? She's a nice kid and she's getting nowhere with like her lifestyle. So we'll bring her here. I'll put her into a good school, and we have a babysitter and apparently a dishwasher too. So
beautiful.
Yeah, a win-win, right?
Win-win.
But that's not why British food tastes like soap, because British food does not taste like soap, because gravity does the draining for us. And then we dry it.
There isn't residual soapiness that kind of like gives you like bubble gut or anything like that. Like,
no, definitely not, because I'd be immune to soap then, wouldn't I? And when in some instances in my life where I have ended up eating something or drinking like beer in a pub where they haven't rinsed the glasses properly, then I feel absolutely physically ill. So no. So there you go.
The more you know. See, I told you, we learn things around here.
Yeah. I hate this contention that British food is bland, by the way. That's absolutely not true. There are some really intense flavors in British food. It's just doing a lot with savory, basically. Seasoning and stuff. Sausages, for example.
I have a friend, and we kind of tease her that it's her English heritage. Just like it's just in her genetics, right? That she can't handle anything spicy. If there's like a little too much pepper in something, she's
really. That's interesting, because we love curry, you know, because so many Indian people came to the UK over the last, about 80 years at this point, that we've developed an incredible love of curry. In fact, technically, the most popular curry in the world is the chicken tikka masala, which was invented in Scotland. So, British food.
Huh. I need to look that up. The origins of tikka masala.
I'm pretty sure it's that one. I've got to look it up now.
I don't know. Community notes incoming.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I have
widely believed to have been invented in Glasgow, but there is some debate.
Really?
There you go.
By an immigrant or from a native to Glasgow?
Let's have a look again. Apparently a guy called Ali Ahmed Aslam, who is the owner of a restaurant in Glasgow, invented it. So it's technically invented by an Indian, but in England.
Aha.
In Scotland.
Misleading.
Scotland isn't British food. Try telling them that. They're part of Britain. People always think Britain is just England. It's not. It's 3.5 countries. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. I think I've run that point into the ground. What would you like to talk about?
I love it. Well, before we get into the more not the funnest things, I wanted to have some fun first, because I just thought this was super cute. And with kids, you've got kids, and like making things special and magical. Like you can do little things that have massive impact. And I just love this video so much. And Ponyo. I love Ponyo.
Ponyo's great. Oh, this is Totoro.
No, this isn't Ponyo. This is Totoro.
Yeah. We watched this not long ago. I love this scene. Look at that guy. Oh, wow.
So cute.
Her entire concept of reality was just smashed to pieces. And it's great.
Kids aren't the fastest. They're so ready to be. So cute. So Dad just had to go boop, slip it in there.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. I love stuff like that.
I love it.
Doesn't matter where you go in the world, kids are kids. That's a great thing about them, you know. Just young, impressionable, not blank, but kind of blank minds that you can mold into, hopefully good things. And when they start to react to things, like my youngest has begun smiling now, and only in the last sort of 10 days. She actually reacts to our faces when we talk to her now. She sort of goes like
not
that.
just those involuntary like infant smiles. It's like intense, like, yes, I know
Yeah,
this
she's
person's
looking
face. I love them. I'm
me.
happy.
Yeah, exactly. And that just destroyed me the first time. I was like, oh my God, I love you so much. Like I will do anything for you. Beautiful.
Yeah, I've been kind of taking some Lord of the Rings time in the last week and a half or so, and
Nice.
it's comfort viewing. But I saw
Hell
this
yeah.
today, and I was reading through it, and I'm like, this is awesome. And then at the same time, I'm like, you probably already kind of talk like this, I would presume, or I just imagine that you do.
Well, Rohan. Theoden, King of Rohan. Yeah, I can do it.
Instead of saying how we met, have we met?
9. Let me zoom in.
Say this
I've got.
whole thing.
I know your face. Yeah.
What
What happened? How did it come to this?
Oh, great.
What's next? See you later. I take my leave.
I'm beat.
My body is broken.
We should hang out.
Let this be the hour when we draw swords together.
Thank you. How can I help?
What would you have me do?
Cheer up.
I would see you smile again.
They're all so good. We live in a society.
Alas, that these evil days should be mine.
Yeah, indeed. What's the point?
What can men do against such reckless hate?
Bravo. Bravo.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'll save the next palate cleanser for a little bit later, but I haven't exactly covered on my channel the whole assassination last week, and before that, that was the arena stabbing, which people are like, we didn't forget you, that kind of a thing. But we did have some news today about a report on the suspect in custody, right? Robinson?
For Tyler Robinson, yeah.
Tyler Robinson.
He's not trans, but his boyfriend is.
Yes. And Krasenstein said if he was dating a trans woman, he was dating a woman, and he's a heterosexual. The Krasenstein's telling you that. Oh, totally believe you, buddy. So he had apparently confessed online before he was turned in, and there was some back and forth about Discord being used to plan the attack.
Yes. The
what
police
was the latest that you've heard
apparently-
on that? Because Discord said no, and then it's like, well,
so the police, or I don't know whether it was the police or the FBI actually, but whoever was in charge of investigating it, I can't remember how they ended up there, but they ended up talking to his roommate, and the roommate confessed that they had been talking in a Discord, and literally showed them and allowed them to take photos of Discord group messages where Tyler was talking about a gun, the Mauser, the bolt action rifle that he used, and a stashing place for it in the woods, and where he was going to get it, and people, for whatever reason, what they claim, that they thought he was joking until it happened. Pretty hard to believe that, to be honest.
It's a little hard to believe, because we're also hearing that the FBI is investigating social media posts by at least 7 other accounts that appear to indicate foreknowledge of the assassin. And when we first heard about the shooting, before I think it was even confirmed that he had passed, they're like, "Oh, this guy was talking about it. This guy said that there was a thing that's going to happen tomorrow at my school," and then he totally locked down everything, trans identifying, this, that, whatever. But apparently, there's several accounts leading up to it, noting September 10th.
Yeah, I see some of these here. Yeah, it would be funny if he got shot on the 10th. Apparently, I saw that one. That is, I mean, the whole thing is
the one I saw first. It's totally disgusting. The incident itself, and I think everyone is commenting on this too, as far as the reactions from the other side of the aisle, the people that didn't like him, didn't agree with him, have the audacity to call him the fascist. I'm sorry, you don't respond by permanently silencing in front of his wife and children somebody because you don't like the way he says things or what he says. It's
absolutely
a little fascistic.
It does. I mean, apart from the shock and the actual tragedy of it, which I'm sure
horrifying.
I don't know if
Absolutely
I've
horrifying.
ever been affected by anything like that so much, to be honest. It's still on my mind on an hourly basis, which I attribute to the fact that he's a young father of 2 very small kids. And that being similar to my situation just unlocked a part of me that I never knew I had, that I could be so angry and upset too, you know? Like, I actually shed tears for the guy, you know?
Yeah. How often is
but-
it that you personally would cry or mourn somebody you've never met before? Like, has it
No,
with you?
almost never. I mean, I think, you know, a few people, celebrity deaths over the years have stayed in my head for a while after they've happened. Carrie Fisher was one, because obviously it's Princess Leia. And also the massive complication for the sequel trilogy that caused, of course, as well. There's a few others. I'm trying to think. I didn't
didn't
like
mean to put you on the spot like that, but it's just like there's
don't cry.
parasocial relationships, right? That we have with people that we follow, we interact with in the chat, like we watch and we participate. We feel like we know them.
Yeah.
And it's parasocial until it becomes social, until like you meet people in real life. And then it's like, yeah, we're just friends. But there is that dynamic. And then there's the next level of removal, right? Or distancing. And so somebody that you've grown up with watching on TV or in movies that you really respect, that can be really difficult. But this one, it was weird. I didn't subscribe to all of his posts or anything like that. I didn't watch every debate. I watched clips of them over the years, of course.
Yep.
Most everybody has.
Oh, yeah.
But this one felt personal. And there are levels to it, right? So it's like I've seen cartels literally skinning people alive and pulling their beating heart out on X. Okay?
Yeah. You do get a fair bit of gore on X, yeah.
You do. I wasn't looking for it. It was just there.
And
But
in my youth, I watched 4chan videos quite a lot too. They get pretty near the
Yeah.
knuckle, you know.
So pretty desensitized as far as gore, right?
Yeah.
But there is something about this one that made it seem like he's a distant family member or something. Like he's just always there. And I didn't agree with everything he said all the time. To be honest, sometimes he got a little too preachy for me, but that's just
definitely
my taste. But that didn't make me dislike him. But I don't know, there was like some comfort with his presence being out there, and also getting young adults to use their critical thinky bits, you know, doing something positive. And then, so it was like the incident itself, seeing the monsters that we're surrounded by, their reactions to things. Lots of people having to unfriend people, block family members that they thought they could get along with. It's like, no, these people want you dead. And that's the next level to it for me, is that copy pasta, right? They think it's okay to unalive somebody because of what they believe. And it's like, I believe a lot of that too. Are you going to unalive me just randomly? Do I deserve it? And I think
no, in their mind, maybe. I mean, so much like you, I was aware of Charlie Kirk and Turning Point, and I watched a fair bit of it. Maybe about half of everything that he put out, it would end up in my feed, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I like that guy. He's really good at actually getting through to these people, which is so satisfying to watch. Especially then, there's a part of you that just enjoys watching someone get completely, absolutely smashed to pieces by logic and reason. But he was also utterly charming and the nicest possible guy about it. Like, he would be snarky and you know, aggressive as he needed to, depending on the person he's talking to. Afterwards would always sort of offer to shake hands and things like that, which is damned classy, especially in a war where half the side are savages, basically, in terms of their mentality towards us. You might as well be talking to a bunch of, you know, pre 9/11 terrorists, right? There's just like, but the problem is that over the years of being in the culture war, we've come to realize that there are people out there who despise us. I don't think many people realized how close we were to someone actually acting on it until this. So that's shocking. That really blew my mind. And again, I don't necessarily agree with everything he said either, because I've become very pro-life, where I used to be more pro-choice, but I'm not a god botherer at all. Like I pray when it's I'm one of those people who's like, oh, why'd you bother praying? And then my daughter's in hospital. I'm in the chapel every day. You know, I'm a fair weather prayer. So not the best. But that's my issue to work out. And he was totally into his faith, and in a way that you didn't mind it. Like, it's not my way, but this guy seems to be really happy, thrilled to bits with his faith, and good. He's not bothering anyone. He also was incredibly effective, and they largely attributed Trump's victory to him changing young people's minds. That's one of the things that they said was massive, that he'd managed to do. And I see your super chat there if you want to.
Oh, Rainer for 10 for Charlie. For Charlie.
For Charlie. We're all Charlie Kirk now. But yeah, so I mean, the thing that bothers me the most about it, again, like you've said, there's so many angles to this. There's the political intrigue angle. There's the shocking realization of just how disconnected we are from the other side. The thing that hit me the hardest and will continue to hit me the hardest is his widow and his children no longer having a father. I cannot abide it. I cannot forgive it. I cannot forget it, and I never will. It's just too much, too far. And
when I thought at that point, I'm like, okay, I don't feel like I'm on the verge of crying. And then she puts out the statement. I'm like, okay, there it goes. I was doing online shopping. I saw blueberries. I almost lost it again because of what she said. You know,
she's an impressive lady, though.
Yes,
she's got some fucking fire in her. You know, that is she's strong as hell. Which is good, because she needs to be. But it's not going to ever take away from the fact that this is a disgusting miscarriage of justice that should never have been allowed to get to the point where it is. But silver lining, if you want to see it, we know exactly where we stand now when it comes to the left. The culture war, as far as I'm concerned, is over, because one side brought bullets to an idea fight.
And I wonder why. And you know what? They're saying that the right needs to keep the temperature low. There has been no rioting, no looting, just vigils and prayer circles. And even those are getting mocked and stomped on, and those people attending are getting harassed. Fortunately, those people have gotten arrested as well. And I'll show that because it's actually pretty satisfying. But this is the kind of thing that has been okay. If anyone on the right had an Obama prop head, could you imagine?
Or George Floyd? They'd come for you.
Criminals. Yeah.
And there's also the fact that JJ Jr. has just pointed out that he most likely would one day have been a fantastic president of the United States. And and then they just stuff like that, because I'm very interested in your politics, because it trickles down to everywhere, and I live in a very America-influenced country, so I'm very interested in that. He would have been a fantastic president. He was right for the job. He had everybody loving him. Young people loved him, and they hated him. But it's just all wrong. It feels wrong in your bones, you know. It's not like if they had successfully assassinated Trump, because he was running for president. Right, he was in name a politician, which is still absolutely wrong, disgusting, should never happen. But 10% more understandable being a target of a potential assassination than just a family man who wants to talk.
We've seen political figures get assassinated in other countries, in our own country. We've seen those politicians get unalived as they're exiting a building, getting into their car, speaking at an event. We're already used to that. This was not the case. People like to say that he was like the Office Depot workers that didn't want to print a picture of him because it was propaganda and they're not allowed to print propaganda. Well, she lost her job and the other two lost their job because he wasn't even that. If he was, it'd still be disgusting. But there was no way to cut up Charlie Kirk for the things that they're saying about him, the lies that they're saying about him. And it's
absurd. You mean they say, you know, but this is the problem of everything that the left has become since 1919 or whenever this really began. back in like Frankfurt after World War One when they set up the Institute for Marxism, which they renamed the Institute for Social Research.
Oh, it sounds so much nicer.
Right. And then, of course, because a lot of them were Jewish, they ended up fleeing to America in World War II, set up at Columbia University, and began infiltrating politics and journalism and the universities. The result is this. Now you have radicalized, like these people, for whatever reason, whether they want to admit it or not, have no concept of reality compared to the overwhelming majority of people on Earth. They truly believe that if you don't want women to have abortions, that you are actually oppressing people. They believe that that makes you a fascist. They don't know what fascist means. So they behave like fascists, of course, you know, shooting a guy for speaking. You guys said you wanted to have a dialogue. You guys have been saying, let's have the conversations. Okay, let's have the fucking conversation. Bang, you're dead. You're too good at the conversation. We can't beat you, so we'll kill you. That's fascism.
You make me look bad. You deserve death. Like the leaps from one to the other, like the impulse control, not there.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah. And they've been encouraged for what was that one?
He said Schindler's List is funnier than this.
Well, I appreciate people. Yeah. And we're gonna move on too. But
there's no good way to color it.
I didn't know who Bob Villain was, but he said some awful shit at a concert.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
And
he's a "you can't have your country back" guy.
And he came out with a video that wasn't an apology, but kind of like he was telling people to calm down. Like, I didn't say the things that I'm on film saying. Calm down.
This guy's a piece of shit.
I've never heard of him before, and maybe
the only reason I've heard of him is because he did a rap at I don't know if it's Glastonbury or somewhere, and he went on he did a song called "You Can't Have Your Country Back" or something like that, and it was basically like a Rage Against the Machine sounding kind of thing, except that it's like, oh, you say you want your country back, well, you can't have that. And it's like, yes, we fucking can, mate. Have you just seen the 1 million people who marched in London? I think you'll find we can get our country back quite helpfully.
That was really impressive to see. What are we calling them? Not mainstream media, legacy media,
legacy,
one of the two,
whatever you like.
They tried to say that there was only like 100,000 people.
Yeah,
no way. That
there was Sargon of Akkad, Tommy Robinson, and Lawrence Fox have been working together on this movement for about 1.5 years, maybe now, and they've had 5 of these rallies, and this was the big one. And they did one at the end of last year in Trafalgar Square. That was 100,000 people. If you see the pictures of that one, that is 100,000 people. This easily 1 million, 10 times as many, easily.
Wow.
There's no pretending. We've got eyes, you know.
Well, and it was just like within the last couple of weeks. What's in the last couple of weeks? We've seen a lot of the flags go up, right? They've been a lot. It's been great to see.
I've put one behind me.
Oh, no, not doing that.
I've added one to my set here.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
But in the weeks before that, on isolated incidents, people were getting arrested or detained or whichever. One woman had the flag outside of a government building and they took her away. It's like,
I know. And there's been rebellion to that too, especially in the UK. I'm glad. I'm so happy to see it. I've been waiting for years for my countrymen to find their damn balls and stand up for themselves. And we're too polite, the Brits. We're way too,
sure.
Stiff upper lip, old boy, and all that shit.
No.
Right. Time to get wild. Time to tell these people to bugger off, right? So I'm thrilled when I've seen like construction workers put up a flag and then some leftard comes and takes it down so they get it back, and they put it up so high nobody can get it down, even the government. They'll put it up on some massive crane or on too high on a building for anybody to reach or something like that. You're not stopping it. You're not stopping it. It's too late.
And the reality, I mean, I don't know about the state of the UK with all of the immigrants that have come in, but
yes.
the polite, quiet majority. It's still the majority, and they just need to come together and say, "We're not going to do this anymore. No, thank
That's
you.
it. That's how
Get
you end
out."
up with 1 million people peacefully standing in London. There were a few little scuffles I saw with Antifa that tried to attack, and they got their heads kicked in. I saw some like 50-year-old skinhead who just popped this Antifa boy in his face, and I was like, yeah, get him. You know, I shouldn't cheer for it because I don't want to be as bad as them, but who cares anymore?
It's hard not to like, yeah, like it's satisfying because they would do the same, if not worse. And it's like finally they get their comeuppance, and you like, yes, a little bit of
I
street
hate to
justice.
say it. Yeah, I don't want blood in the streets. I don't want any of that.
No.
But it is time these people realize that they are not the majority. They are a freak show, and they will not be tolerated anymore.
And at the
just
same
simple.
time, usually it's those little twiggy Antifa fucktards that pick the fight. So,
always.
Sorry. It's not like you're having the conservatives, Republicans, or whoever go out and hunt these little twerps down. They have this entitlement about them. They think they can say whatever without any repercussion.
Yep.
Then they get,
they get what's coming to them.
Sorry.
I mean, this is when that's when they're not even like disguising themselves as conservatives to go and start a fight on the wrong side. And people are like, the guy who shot Charlie Kirk, they're like, oh, one of his bullets had a joke about being gay on it. He must be a conservative. It's like, never heard of a red herring before? Like, well, of course they would do that, just in case, to make sure that they're not sure who did it or why. That of course they want to do that, because otherwise, the boot will come down on Antifa, which it should. And fortunately, it looks like it's going to. So
So Trump is supporting the labeling of Antifa and several other radical leftist organizations as terrorist organizations, as they are. Thank you.
They absolutely are.
Potentially up for RICO charges. So, who's supplying the pallets of bricks? Who's providing the shields and the face masks and the gas masks? Who's just driving up with a whole bunch of the PPE equipment for them? Who's doing that?
Yeah, good question. Very good question. One that I hope we will see answered soon. Because, the thing is that they are not the power that they think they are. They're just, they've been tolerated, and then they've gone too far. Now, way too far, obviously, with Charlie Kirk. But, I mean, just to go back to that London thing for a second, I heard, Carl Benjamin, Sargon of Akkad, say that there was a stand up to racism rally or protest going on nearby the Million Man Patriot March that happened in London, and even without having any actual conflict between them, the people at that protest had to stay and wait for hours and hours and hours after they had finished, because they were completely surrounded by the amount of people that showed up for the National Pride event. And I just think that's hilarious. Like, they can't leave because any direction they walk in, they're going to run into a bunch of us.
Oh no, where's that proud entitlement? And what
amazing.
Yeah. So I saw a couple of these. There were a lot of vigils that were held throughout the world. There was even one in my small town. I didn't get to make it.
That sucks, but oh well.
I just saw Leon's comment in the private chat. I'm like, wait, what is this? When was this? Okay, I missed it. But even in California, and I was thinking about that earlier, as far as like the perception of Californians, it's like this state is red, minus the two loudest, most obnoxious areas that are unfortunately loaded with liberal retards. But yeah, this was really good to see. This is, Beach, San Clemente, like all those towns down there, the wealthier towns, for some reason they're all Republican. And there's Queen.
I mean, Republicans and conservatives, I think, just don't like cities that much.
I don't.
Your goal is to get out of the city.
Yes.
You work in the city. Yeah.
But yeah, love to see it. This is actually even, silver lining kind of a thing. I saw a meme about Charlie meeting Jesus, and he's like, I could have led so many to you. And he's like, you already did. And it's like, the sentiment. I get the sentiment, and it's like
yeah, I've seen that.
there's a lot of people that have been awakened to the reality of the world and how ugly people are.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a horrifying thing that it had to take this, but if the silver lining is that people are now awake and they've realized that they are actually under threat, and they will react to it properly, then I don't want to say that Kirk would himself be happy with that result, because no one would really want to leave their kids and stuff like that for something like this. But if someone told him there's no way this would happen, because you would avoid it like the plague, but if someone told him his death would cause this, he would probably be inspired.
This is a tribute. I didn't know where it was going, and it ended up being nice and all. I'm not going to play it, but it's out there. It's like a Studio Ghibli looking tribute to Charlie. It has a good little. It's from a good place,
nice.
But
looks like it too.
Yeah, they did a good job. But
it's nice.
It is nice. It's a bit heavy. It's a bit much, even though it ends with a positive message. But yeah, it's circulating. Benny. Oh my gosh. Benny. What's his name?
Benny Johnson?
Johnson. Couldn't remember Johnson. Benny Johnson, that's him.
Happens.
Yeah, he was the one that posted it.
Oh man, I saw his he got invited onto Chris Cuomo, who I know is a liberal and quite an aggressive one, and they had a pretty good debate about it. But the clip that he played of Benny beforehand was like when he just found out, and he said, "I will not sleep, I will not stop until this Marxist, bloodthirsty, etc., movement is ripped root and stem from the American Republic and thrown into the fire where it belongs." And I was like, yes, finally people are getting serious. It's time. I hate to say it, but it is time to go, right, this hasn't worked. All our countries are completely screwed up. Get safe.
Yeah, I mean, enough's enough. It's to a point, right? You tolerate things to a point. This completely was kind of a breaking point. A lot of people felt the need to physically go out and do something, and it's like, be careful out there, fellas. But I get it, because it does seem personal. It is personal, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see.
Oh, what did the mayor of London say now?
Mayor of London. Is there a quote to that?
Apparently, he said, I hate that. For everyone, as in everyone except the British. Far right. Christ, here we go. Trying to hijack our flag, with minorities being intimidated and fear, hatred, and division being sown. Oh, go to hell, Sadiq Khan. What kind of beautiful British name, isn't it, for the mayor of London, the Lord Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan?
I was watching this British woman. She was talking about how many towns, cities, townships, or otherwise have mayors that are immigrants. And there's another one who you're not allowed to ring the church bells anymore because it's offensive, but they hear the call to prayer 5 times a day.
Yep.
At what point the mayors are Muslim? I mean, it doesn't seem very British anymore, does it?
No, not at all. And the idiots on the left, and the mayor of London, absolutely one of them. They get offended and they call you a racist when you talk about the Great Replacement. That absolutely is happening. So it's just, it's like you bring in a bunch of
proving those racist point, right? Like if it's in fact a racist thing to say at all,
it's not racist.
The point.
It's not racist. It's about survival. It's literally an invasion that's happened, and it's time for people to turn around and say, enough of this crap. This is England. This is Scotland. This is Britain. Get out. If you don't want to assimilate, get the hell out.
Well, and that's something that I've seen so many interviews of Muslim men saying, well, why don't you why do you go somewhere and then convert everybody to what you are? But that is their,
That's them.
Pardon?
That is them. That's literally in the Quran.
Right. Go out and convert and,
and breed with them so that you can create more of them. And if they don't go along with it, kill them. That's the other thing it says.
Because it's A-OK. Infidels. They're not even people.
Exactly. Again, dehumanizing. It's a standard operating procedure for all the extreme groups. Just dehumanize your enemies. Do it and do it and do it until all your people see them as nothing but cannon fodder. And there you go. Miserable, isn't it? It's a dark old world.
Absolutely. It is. But we're gonna turn this trip around. Are you a dog person or a cat person or a fish person or what?
Just give me money. That's all I want.
I've had cats all my life, but I'm okay with dogs and whatever else. Fish, birds, they're all cool. But I'm mostly a cat person. But I don't.
The kind of pet that isn't super needy, kind of just like.
Yeah, that's it. That's why really it kind of you feel nice when they show up because they don't.
It's gracing you with its presence.
Yeah,
it's here.
Oh, you're here. How nice. Thank you for visiting. And then when you don't want any more of them, they bugger off. Not anymore, my friend. Not anymore. That was a few years ago.
Those are in the rear view. Those days are in the rear view.
White man, especially in Asia. It's going to happen.
Just throwing themselves at you. Sea brew for tenor. Super sticker. Lemon Macarena party.
Oh, get on your belly, Mr. Pancake! Get on your belly! In the name of the law, Pancake, get on your belly!
What the hell was that?
That body. So that was an actual body cam footage.
Right.
I want to say Florida because it's usually Florida, but some dude, he broke into like the strip mall. He broke into a restaurant. He broke into a pet store. He started letting all the pets out, and he was wearing a onesie, an animal print onesie, and he put hamsters inside of the onesie. They were down his legs. So body cam footage from multiple angles. His last name is Pancake as well. Legal government name, Pancake. So get on the ground, Mr. Pancake. And then they like start pulling out gerbils from his pants. And they're like, do you have any more gerbils in your pants? Like, it's the most ridiculous body cam footage ever. Mr. Pancake.
Chaos. So he must have changed his name. No one's born Mr. Pancake, surely.
Let's see. Surname.
I would be surprised.
The Pancake surname is primarily of European origin, derived from Germanic and Dutch words for pancake.
Well, there you go. Learn something new every day. What the hell?
Educational around here. But on the topic of pets, this stuff freaks me out. It's cute.
Oh, it's wearing a dress. It's adorable Labrador, I think.
Yeah.
This is the kind of dog I would want to have if I was going to have a dog, except for the dress. I mean,
it just stares at itself.
To be fair, so would I if I was dressed like that.
Well, I think everybody would be staring at you if you dressed like that.
Why am I doing this?
Your little purse and everything. Like, what?
Oh man, why? I don't know. Like, are you the kind of person who dresses pets?
No, I do not have any clothes for my pug. No.
The only time I've ever had
get a sweater though. I think it's cold.
I mean, you have a pug, so they're probably not great at regulating their body temperature, compared to say a wolf, you know. But the only time I've ever had a pet who wore an outfit was when we got my current cat, Mixie. She was a street cat that I rescued. And I said to my wife, like, we have to get her spayed. There is an out of control pet population problem in the Philippines. So she was a bit sad about that, and so was I, because I love kittens, but we
Who
did
doesn't
it.
love kittens?
And then obviously after she had the shaving and the scar, we needed to stop her from licking it. So we put my wife went and got 2 little jerseys for her. One was like pink with a butterfly on it or something. The other one was a Barcelona football jersey, and I thought that was hilarious. So I tried to these weird things that you can buy in the world, But there you go. No, I would never normally dress my pet up. I would think that is cringe as hell.
Will of the Fans merch category, pet accessories.
Okay, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get my wife to do that. She'd be better. She'd be better at that than I would.
You never know.
If you had a Will of the Fans branded cat jersey, it would just say "Finish me," Release me, please.
Let me go.
Oil, let me go. Yeah, let me out of this stupid costume. Yeah, there we go.
Well, before I let you out of this stupid stream, depressing stream, we have to visit. We have to visit the crazies that are looking for love, not the ones that want to burn everything down, but the ones that are looking for love, and I don't know, might need to be on a watch list. So we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna go.
Doing the Lonely Heart.
Thought I told you never to call me here.
I'm sick of playing the field. I like to dance, disco.
I go to clubs, let the groove on.
Good sized woman, but not that way good. This way good.
Might not appear it, but semi-crazy.
A lot of times I'll just stay up, late at night and watch you sleep.
I seek a person who is childlike.
I'm Chris Hansen, and I want to ask you some questions. Please have a seat.
Looks aren't that important anymore.
I decided that I'm lonely.
That last one gets me. I decided
there were some people in there who proper looked like Borat, and there's one in there that has his literal accent. This guy's
very nice.
Hello, very nice. It's nice. High five.
Oh my goodness.
Right,
I usually find the best ones in California because I don't know, it's a special little nest of weirdos.
I'm stunned that these still happen at all. Like with the internet and stuff, like, and the amount of people that you meet online that people would actually be that, like, not desperate, but also just sort of like, oh, it's got to be that one. I'm gonna actually go online and post a misconnections thing. Like,
most of the time, though, I mean, there are some, very classic Craigslist posts. I saw you on the subway. We locked eyes, and then you had to step off. You were rushed out with the crowd, or something like that. But a lot of the time, you will find, I'm looking for this guy. He's this tall. He looks like this. His name was, we'll call him Richard for the sake of it, because everyone's named Richard on here. But then they go at the very end, they write this little paragraph, and at the end they go, or if you kind of look like him, you'll do too. So
that's not only ridiculous, because it's a complete contradiction of the entire point of doing it, but also, who the hell knows if they look like the person?
You don't know. The Mexican worker outside of Home Depot.
Wow.
Oh, San Francisco.
Oh no.
Very colorful. I'm the Asian guy you talked with outside the Home Depot in Colma. Hope to connect with you again. Okay, is he looking for work or is he looking for work?
Yeah, right. The Mexican worker outside. So wait. So he's looking for the Mexican worker. He's the Asian guy.
Yes.
So this isn't for love, surely. Well, it might be. It sounds like more like, I'm an illegal immigrant looking for a job. Yeah. As opposed to ICE agents. Yes, exactly. Right. It's a trap. Run. Well, no, don't. Go get deported.
People are still looking for love. I don't think they're looking for love at all. This is just a bunch of perverts that are still talking to each other on a forum that's like 25 years old.
Right.
At least, how old is Craigslist?
I have no idea. I've almost never used it. We didn't really. I had no concept of what it was in the UK because it's an America thing.
Craigslist was
But then
founded
I
in
guess it went worldwide.
1995.
I see that.
30
It started
years
as
old.
an email list for friends in the South San Francisco Bay Area.
All right.
Oh my!
So
Started
created
out this
presumably
way.
by some guy called Craig. Then Craig, as you guys say in America.
Craig Newmark. Yes.
Okay. No idea. So what's this then? Fun on my sailboat, Berkeley. We met on my sailboat. How did that happen?
Right.
How do you meet when you're already on somebody's boat? Okay, down at the marina, you were younger. That's a bit worrying, but we certainly enjoyed each other's company. Come have a drink or two. Enjoy the afternoon and evening. Life ain't waiting. Be spontaneous and have some fun. It's creepy. 56. Jesus, desperate. White, 6 foot, 195, fit and clean. You were an adorable woman.
How long ago was this?
It sounds like a country song. We met on my sailboat down at the marina. You know, like
Oh wow.
This is creepy, man. Oh
So
no.
this is the same marina that Scott Peterson allegedly rented a boat and took his body out, or his wife's body out.
No, really?
Yeah, the Berkeley Marina. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
I worked over there.
Oh,
It's as bad as you think it might be. Actually, that was 8 years ago, 7 years ago now, so it's probably worse. Berkeley.
Oh, yeah. By now in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Berkeley had all of the even more pretentious types. I don't know. It was kind of a race for number one spot between San Francisco and Berkeley. But you had people that were the older liberals that actually own homes there.
Okay.
So you get a little uppitys there. But I mean,
the marina by Kenny Rogers, right? Yeah. I was thinking more like Toby Keith or someone like that, but yeah.
Aw, Miss Toby.
R.I.P. mate.
The bad cowboy.
He ain't as good as he once was.
That's refreshing. I know. Anytime they end up being hetero, I'm like, get out of here. Really?
Oh yeah, I forget where we are. Yeah, man looking for a woman. Wow, that's sexist, surely, isn't it? Misogynist
Absolutely.
or something.
Something bigotry. Blah blah blah. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he died years ago. He had quietly battled cancer, and not many people knew about it for a long time. And yeah,
Yep. Was a while ago. Yeah. So what are we looking for here then?
So we're down in Southern California now. So I wasn't seeing anything really. I guess it was too good. It had to. And just let it be. All right. Let's see.
Looking for new friends. That always looks sketchy to me.
Over under on a homosexual or doesn't matter.
Exactly.
The senior males.
Just literally that's it. Just I'm looking for new friends. I'm a senior male. So you're freshly out of the closet then, my friend. That's what that is. Just literally, there was a plumber one. Oh,
there was a plumber.
Is that a hot thing?
There's always plumbers. There's people offering their services, pipe cleanings, or needing their pipes serviced. You know, plumber. Woodworkers too. Skilled plumber offering my services. No job too big. Please let me
Confessions of a plumber. These people go into other people's houses all day long. How can you not meet someone?
Memoirs of a plumber. I was one a while back, probably like a year ago, but I remember the good ones, the interesting ones. There was one woman looking for someone to help her repair furniture and the legs on her couch, and went into very mysterious detail about the types of repairs and the dowels. And I was confused. There's also one, he was doing a breast milk study. So if anyone's lactating, to let him know. You get some weirdos.
That's a really odd one. It's like
Hollyweird is one of the best places to find these things.
yeah, everyone's weird, isn't they? It's like the center of weirdness in the world. Have you seen Mike? Like, who? What? This is bizarre. Couple looking for women. Looking for
girls.
thick girls that like couples. Oh, there we go.
Thick.
At least there's a guy and a girl there who like thick chicks, and they don't care who knows it. So yeah, hey, at least refreshingly direct, right?
Yeah, there you go. And it's like the guy is a total perv, but he like puts it out there that it's a couple, so that like people wouldn't think he's a total creep for some reason. That helps.
My wife's totally into it. Yeah.
That plumber in Whittier still looking. Okay. All right.
Not business by now. What?
When CDs were a thing in the 90s. Do you remember the last time you were here what a CD player is or a CD?
Yeah. Mate, I haven't played a CD in so long now. We have a load of them. My dad has a load of them.
Don't remember?
What?
CDs on Craigslist means cross-dresser.
Oh.
And you're not allowed to say that term anymore.
Oh.
So obviously this is an older person.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Everything is coded. Everything's coded language. Be on guard, always.
Okay. Why? Is it just because it used to be something you couldn't say, so now they still do it that way? Because
they're from a generation where it was just commonplace. Right. So like the elder gays, the ones that came out and were just living life in the 90s. Right, they were all preaching acceptance and tolerance, and then they got that. And they were good. They were fine with it.
CDs are different from trans. Yes, transvestites and tranoids, as I call them, are not. Yeah, they're not the same thing.
No, but yeah, I mean, at least cross-dressers, they would openly admit that it was a fetish for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did talk about it because I remember thinking. I think I told you about there were a couple of older gentlemen who were cross-dressers in my hometown, and they were just men in dresses, and wigs, and they didn't want you to refer to them as women or anything like that. So we'd have beers with them and stuff. Be like, "How you doing, mate?" I can't remember the names, but they'd be like, "Yeah, hello," just in a dress. Like you kind of got used to it. This is why we didn't need DEI, by the way. Please be kind and rewind. Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you have the lady boys, right? They don't want to be called women.
No.
As far as I've seen a lot of reality TV based out there, and the ones that I have seen, they're like,
it's turning into what it is in America now. You get a lot of bayuts, which is the Filipino word for a ladyboy. It also means gay, so they don't differentiate for some reason between a gay man and a man who's pre or post-op transsexual. So whatever.
I agree with that. We should just be consistent.
They're all bayuts, but they used to be like fun-loving people, and now they're like, oh, I have pronouns. So it's actually come here now. Missed opportunity. What's this one? We had a good conversation while we were at the pump. Is that slang? Is that code?
I actually don't think that's code. I think they're at a gas station.
You were the petite Asian. I was the big stocky Latino. All right. Did Hypno write this?
taper, I'm sure. Huh?
I said, did Hypno write this one? You said I was funny and handsome. We're in similar situations. HMU? Don't know that
Hit
one.
me up.
All right. Hit me up. Would love to continue where we left off. You had a great smile.
See, wholesome ending. Didn't
How
get
nice.
Too terrible.
It's freaky, isn't it? Why these people get her number? Ask her out. Just say, wow, we've had a nice conversation. Would you mind if I take you out sometime?
The ones that drive me nuts too, it's like, so they're directing the post to somebody, let's say, that works at a gas station or as a server at a restaurant that they've seen there at that location multiple times over. And yet they still decide to cast it out into the internet, Craigslist, and hope that person sees it. It's like you see this person on a regular basis, allegedly. Just talk to them.
Right.
Nobody's checking these forums anymore except for people like me.
Yeah, people looking for a laugh. Yeah, for some weird
Yeah.
people on the internet to laugh at.
I mean, there's the
basically.
weirdos that write them, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that
I
was
wonder if
fun.
read them. Yeah, there are some freaks out there.
Yeah. I like
Oh,
the
well.
ones you can point at, laugh at on the internet, not the ones that I'm worried are gonna just choose to
They're gonna
unalive
come
the
and-
gas station.
Just a reminder,
Yeah.
chat, don't matter how many white people you see me around, I'm still just a nigga.
Okay. Mate, whatever.
No, the man behind the curtain pushes buttons. I don't know what's happening.
Poor
But,
Atreus.
sir, Will of the Fans,
Yeah.
what do you have going on next? We have your main links in the description down there. But is there anything else you said you have that the show with? Oh my God, John.
Yeah, I'm
And,
streaming.
what else are you doing?
Well, I mean, at the moment the channel is not exactly growing. YouTube has definitely shadow banned it, but I also have had a few weeks where I've not been able to be consistent at all with uploads. So it's partially my fault too that the whole thing's kind of ground to a halt. Streaming wise, I am streaming pretty much every day. I'm streaming in just under 8 hours time from now, which is about 9 a.m. Eastern American time. That'll be WTF Live, me and the boys talking about the news, pop culture, politics, video games, movies, whatever's going on, all the cringe. And we'll be ranking the episodes of Red Dwarf Series 3 that we reviewed previously, because we do tier lists on Tuesdays. Until this week, I've been streaming my solo show, Hyperdrive Time, at 7 p.m. Eastern, but there's so many people streaming in that time slot now that it's not worth it anymore. I can't get a look.
That's rough.
Yeah. So I've moved it. So I'm just going to stream everything at the same time, which is the 9 a.m. because that's when people come looking for me now. So that's when I'll be doing that. Just look for me every day, 9 a.m.
That's a good idea though, because it's like it's like I stream at different times on different days. Some, just because it works out better for me, but at least people can always know he's going to be on at this time. Anytime I want to find him, he'll be there. So
that's it. Yeah. And I'm also working on a new thing separately from Will of the Fans with a friend of mine here, a Spaniard that I know. We don't really have much to say about it yet, but watch this space. There might be a new channel and a new podcast or something like that coming up weekly, probably on Saturdays. And that'll be more of a just sort of general laughing at the bit like what we've been doing, just sort of chatting and laughing at the internet.
Shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Meta step for Tuesdays. Here's my tip for tonight's show. Well, thank you so much.
I see it.
What? I don't know how many clips you guys have got. I need more clips of us, of our friends and stuff, because there are a lot of stupid things that happen on our shows that we could absolutely be making the most of. Sorry.
Yeah, there's so many moments that happen, and you don't necessarily think about it like at the time.
No.
But it's like hindsight's like, oh man, I should have timestamped that or like written it down, because going back and trying to find it afterwards, it's not always the easiest.
Well, the other thing we've been doing recently is when I hit my goals, depending on how much of the stream is left and what my schedule looks like, we'll either extend the stream and play Jackbox for like an hour or so, or do an additional stream where we'll play for like a couple of hours. We let the audience come in and play with us and all stuff like that. And it's created tons and tons of memorable moments. So like when we're streaming, you might see me just randomly screenshot someone's drawing, and then that'll be in the thumbnail next time and stuff like that. So there's loads, and it's wonderful, really, because I like to give back and let people jump in and actually engage with us directly, which is cool.
Yeah. Jackbox is great for that. I was doing that for some members only streams for a while. Probably should bring something like that back, but people seem to be shy, or if it was like maybe it was too early in the day for people, like if they're just like driving or working, that kind of thing, to like get involved. But good times. Have you done the t-shirt one?
Yeah, TKO, where you have to draw a design for a t-shirt and then a slogan or something. Yeah, I've played that a couple of times. I haven't done it on stream yet. We do Quiplash, which is just, be as fucked up as you possibly can. And then we play Amped Up, which is where you have like two you have to draw a champion of something that tells you what it is, and then your character will get sent to someone else, and they won't know what the context was, why you drew it. They have to draw what they think can beat it. So all it turns into is like 1,000 pictures of Alyssa McCante.
Oh no, that's a horror show.
Horribly unflattering pictures.
Hebrew 11:38 for Tuesdays. More clips. I know. I need to make
California straight means that you can pinky out for extra flavor. You can watch a musical and like fine dining. You have style and you have really good gaydar, but you don't dudes. This means cultured and accepting.
On a date with a dude,
but not that accepting. Bo put his hand on my thigh. I wouldn't be grossed out by it, but that's as far as I would let it go. Maybe a little back massage, but that's just because I get tense.
Well, he showed.
All right.
It's the explanation for what California straight is.
Interesting. I must remember to never go there.
Oh
Fair
my
enough,
goodness.
though.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me again.
Thank you for having me.
In the middle of your day. Well, I hope you have a great rest of the day. You have a stream coming up shortly, not too long. Yeah, I think everyone's already following you, but if you haven't, please do. And then on that, we're gonna say good night, everybody, and a good day to Will of the Fans. Bravo!
Peace.
Co-host extraordinaire. Thank you so
very
much. Catch you next time.
Oh, no more Yankee, my wanky. The donga need food.